This is crazy. I'm packing up the mining rigs. I'm done mining. Tails, are we quitting mining? Are we done? Are we packing it up? Are we selling these rigs? What's up with the big sigh? I guess that's a no. You want a treat? Let's go! Hard work pays off, you know? So I'm shutting it down. Done. At least I'm done mining here. My name is Vosker on the VoskCoin YouTube channel. Let me turn this thing off. Isn't that the point of the video? Mining out of my house here was a stopgap. I had a couple collaborations and partnerships and opportunities just kind of fall through and not work out. You know, got busy with this, that, whatever. Started working on the solar powered crypto mining farm. And yeah, it took way longer than I wanted it to. But it's here now. It's not entirely done, but it's operational. I can say we're at like 90% done. And 90% done with this project brings it to operational status, or the cool guys call it energizing the farm. So the original story is I got into mining, was mining in my house, started to get a lot of crazy stuff going on. I was like, well, gotta build a mining shed. That was fun, that was crazy. That happened, moved, wasn't able to bring the shed here. Shed went to actually my dad's. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna link up with one of my buddies and we're gonna mine, and then I'm gonna work on a 2.0 solution. I was looking at properties that were small. I was even looking at there was a trailer on about 1 acre, and I was like, man, I could just convert the trailer into just straight up mining farm. I explored a lot of different things. I wasn't as aggressive as I should have been. It held me back. But it got to the point where I was like, I need to freaking mine. So I put a 30 amp outlet in here, got a shelf, strapped a PDU to it, as you see here, right? Put a switch up here, and then to get Ethernet in here, I just ran a power line adapter. That power line adapter sends my internet through my power lines, and then it adapts it there, and I run it in here, and I got internet access. It's been incredibly reliable and just easy. Solve your internet problems in your house for, I don't know, 80 bucks or something, probably with inflation these days. So this was fine, but I mean, it's only 30 amps. It's not enough for my mining goals and dreams. I also knew that we weren't gonna stay here forever, so I didn't want to cut a bunch of holes in the garage door or the wall. So I just decided to have one stopgap solution right here and plug this thing in. It's a AC unit. It moves air, cools air, but it's just not efficient. And you don't really want to be cooling air when you're mining. You just want to be moving air. Ambient air cooling is the way to go, unless you can get a sweet water cooling setup, something like that. Again, that was a stopgap, and it wasn't supposed to be here this long. I was trying to build I call it the 3.0 mining farm. God, this hurts to say. 3 years ago. I'm like 3 years behind. But I don't care. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna make it bigger and better than ever before, or die trying. And my heart hurts, so I'm probably getting close to that, I guess. I've done a ton of mining down here in my basement as well, and I ended up spacing mining rigs throughout my house yet again. We'll see if I can refrain from doing that here finally at our third destination.
Drew, why is there a mining rig in the bathroom?
Why is there That's your rig. At my original house in Charlottesville, I had mining rigs everywhere, even with the mining shed. I outgrew the mining shed. I also was using the heat from the mining rigs to warm the house. I had it set up so effectively there. Even in the dead of winter, it's super cold. House is warm, thanks to mining rigs. That's a great way to reuse it. So down here, I've got my router, internet access, and then I also have my power line adapter. This is going from the source and sending it to the one in the garage. And I had a couple other shelves here that were full of mining rigs, mainly mining rigs like this box miner. You can see right here, just repaired that one. Watch out for our how to repair an ASIC miner video coming, I don't know, soon, or maybe it's already out. I've also got the Evergreen miner right there. It was making 60 bucks a month. Now it's making like $90 a month. Super cheap electricity cost. It's like $5 or something to run. Very profitable, very easy to set up, plug and play. These things, I mean, I'm not trying to sound like they paid me to say this or something. These things are so cool, so freaking fun, and just very refreshing in the mining game. I've got more on the way. I have a link and a coupon code down below to save you some money to grab one if you want. You do whatever you want to do. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to put these because they don't take up much space. They don't make much noise. They don't use much electricity. So I may just keep them in my house again and just warm my basement up a little bit. I don't know. We'll have to see where it goes. If not, they just end up, you know, in the mining farm, whatever. I only have a 15 amp circuit down here, and I have like just consistently maxed it out with a bunch of box mining rigs. I normally had like, I don't know, 6 box mining rigs running off that electricity circuit and also that evergreen miner as soon as I got it. This was a great way to warm my basement up and just kind of out of the way. It's in a storage room. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it sounds like, even though I've always tried to put the lower noise miners down here. It's just easier to deal with because I walk out of the storage room and over there has been my, you know, office. Another thing I've been looking to upgrade. We're getting real close to that, but the fact is that I'm shutting down the farm here. I'm moving everything out because I have a better solution. I mean, I got boxes and stuff everywhere. I'm trying to kind of get organized and packed up, and yeah, it's go time, baby. I view moving as a great opportunity to just categorize what you got, inventory, organize. Like, if you don't do it now, when are you going to do it? You're just going to take everything out of a box and do it later? Don't lie to yourself. Probably not. I've already packed up the miners that are on my desk. I don't actively use my computer to mine right now, which really depresses me because historically I was always GPU mining. I was always CPU mining. But the mining landscape is just, it's a little rough right now. It's basically only ASIC miners and a couple other alternative forms of mining, like hard drive mining with those Chia miners, are profitable and just kind of worth running. Here's the poor Tri miner in just disarray right now. We need to get this thing back in the game. And then I normally have a couple other rigs that are you know, little small kind of box rigs or something like that that run in here in my office as well. So to summarize, in this home, I've basically been mining with about 60 amps of electricity consistently month over month. It's significantly stifled my growth and many of my plans and things I wanted to do, expansion, whatever else. At the new farm, I've got 1200 amps on tap. I have technically 1000 amps deployed right now, 400 done plug and play with our pod mining container. You're like, well, what is that? Watch our video. That thing is crazy. I'm working on getting mining rigs set up in there, basically customizing a couple things. Watch out for that. It's interesting. It's a couple weird little hurdles I have just with my personal deployment I'm doing there. Nothing really related to the product, but just basically how I need to do it. That's going to be fun. The mining shed 3.0, all the electricity is running there. All I need to do is just cut some holes in the side, and that thing could technically be operational. Then we have our warehouse, field building, VoskCoin HQ, whatever. Miners are getting deployed in there right now to warm it up. They will not stay in there year round, just free heat in the winter. I don't want to be pouring sweat in the summer. It's already going to be a little toasty because I haven't installed any sort of HVAC, and I don't know if I really plan to. So to put it into perspective, right, I have basically going from 60 amps to not 600 amps, but 1,200 amps. Percentage wise, it's a lot. Pretty easy math. And that is drawn from the grid, right? You know, just classic electricity setup. My number one goal is to get a mining farm deployed and illustrate to the power company I'm serious. From there, we're working on pulling 3-phase out because I'm operating on single phase still out there. And then I'm also working towards deploying solar panels to generate my own electricity and make the farm green, more efficient, play the long game, and try to win out. Needless to say, I'm bullish on cryptocurrency and crypto mining long term, and I'm here for it. I'm about it. It's one of the coolest things ever, period, in the history of mankind as far as I'm concerned. It's a financial revolution and so much more. Put the power of money back into the hands of the people, and let's take from the government, just like they do every year from you. Oh, but don't worry. They call it taxes. And if you don't pay them, you go to jail. And they take everything from you. Why should we pay taxes when the governments print as much money as they want to and inflate the currency, which devalues every dollar you make that you trade your time for? You trade your time, you're trading your life, you're trading your vitality. What they do when they just print and print and print and inflate and inflate and inflate is they steal your life. They steal your life away, because that's what it is. I mean, I'm not trying to sound all dramatic and stuff. Just think about it. Just think about it. But a lot of idiots focused on the wrong things these days. Focus on the things that matter. Like, I don't know, you being stolen from? That's my dad talk for the day. And on that note, I need to get back to work and keep packing this up, because I'm heading over to plug some of these rigs in at the new location today. Hope you stick around and subscribe. This is gonna be crazy. If anything, just stick around and subscribe and see where this takes me, because this may go terrible for me. But I hope I'm gonna work hard so that it hopefully doesn't. My name is Voz. You're on the VoskCoin YouTube channel.